Good evening. Welcome to CappingTV for our first bit of coverage of the Season 30 ozfortress place. Yeah, TF2 in Australia. Um, Season 30, we've got two great teams in intermediate tonight, and we have Jazz on production and Heebs as my co-caster. How are you doing, Heebs?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. I'm excited to see some video games. This will be like I said, our first bit of coverage of the Season 30 of Ozfort, and we've got two inter teams tonight. We've got allahzilla 2 versus brapbarn. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Do you?
I think.
Okay,
Brapbarn.
well, I've already beefed that one. Oh well, it doesn't matter. These two dumb teams will be facing each other off on Granary and Process, and I think we'll be on Process F7 first. There's already 12 on each. There's already 6 on each side, so they're looking to start soon. Why don't we just go through rosters quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Which one do you want to take, Eves? Just go for it.
I will take Brapbarn.
Easy.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so on Flank Scout we have Adden. On Pocket Scout we have Chaoski. On Pocket we have Lugnuts. On Roma we have Zoek. On Demo Man we have Immature Llama. And on Medic we have Wang.
Cool.
And some familiar names there.
Yeah, on the side of what is it? allahzilla 2, it is Lev on Pocket Scout, Afroman on Flank Scout, Duck is on Roma, I believe, Underx is Pocket, Frydog is Demo, and okay, other way around are the soldiers, but Frydog is on Demo and Cows is on Medic. Some interesting names there as well on the side of blue team. Do you have any like notable players you want to touch on quickly before this game gets started, Heaps?
I actually am quite familiar with some of these players, to be honest. I've known a few of them for a while. I've talked to a couple of them. Me and Zoek go way back, like probably 2014, I would say. He used to play soldier for my Div 5, my terrible Div 5 team. So I know he's never like sort of played consistently from then. Still have him A-list on Steam as Blitz. So I'll be keen to see what he does. And I know a couple other players as well. Talked to Lev before, friends with cows, stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks like I think the red team might have a bit of older gamers, like a few more experienced players. I know Mature Llama's been playing for a while. I know Lugnuts has been as well, and then they've got some new blood with like Kowski playing Pocket Scout. And then on the other side, there's like a few notable names as well. Like Duck has recently come in to this team. I think he was replacing Ozzy, who used to be on this team that played like the CappingTV. Well, Afroman's a really strong flank player, and I think his flank synergy when he was with Ozzy was really good. But it's also like it'll be interesting to see how he does with like a different Roma tonight, compared to Ozzy.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. I'm excited for some TF2. I have been informed that I think it was which team? I think it was it allahzilla that was the favorites for tonight? I believe.
Yeah, they've most of their rosters played for the past like few weeks in the upcoming preseason. Like Lev has been calling really strongly for them, whereas like their team is, even though they've got quite experienced gamers, these guys haven't played as much recently.
Yeah.
So
I see.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see if like the experience on the red team will come out over like the cohesion and the chemistry from allahzilla 2.
Yeah.
Do you have any predictions for the first map? We've already got it ready up.
All right. First map. All right. I reckon blue team take it. I'm gonna say 4-2.
Yeah, it's pretty fair. With that second ready up, yeah, I'm gonna quickly predict as like maybe a 6-2 in the side of allahzilla 2 as we get our first mid started. Do you want to take it away, Heaps?
Sure. I will put my eyes on Immature Llama, I think. So he's going to do the rollout, pretty standard rollout here on Process. Gets there about the same time as the Blue Man, and they're just trading sickies right now. Nothing's been hit so far. Red Soldier is up on the crate there, getting some good positioning. Blue is now contesting what looks to be their left side of the map. So, and it looks like we're not seeing mirror here. They're going at each other. So, 2 frags fall. Afro goes down. Lugnuts goes down. Llama goes down. And it looks like Red are going to have to get out. But they do keep their medic alive, which means Ubers should be even. Although Blue could look to push in here with a one-player ad, although it might be kind of risky. They have to play well. And just as I say that, Blue lose a player. So looks like that's going to call off the push for now. Although, actually, as I say that, Ligma spit goes down, so I'm not sure who that is.
I think that's Adam.
Okay, and yeah, looks like Blue actually going to push in here. Big bomb from Red Soldier. He gets the force. That's a really good force. Red haven't used yet, so they're going to be able to use here and contest the second point. Unfortunately, they do drop lug nuts before they use, so I don't know. There's a chance of overextending here. Blue are kind of going to be really good in the post Uber here, and yeah, Red are just getting absolutely demolished here. Let's see if Adam can do anything. Actually, Blue loses two. Okay, all right, yeah. Blue won that as they should.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a messy sequence. Like, starting from the mid at least, like Immature Llama got really good, like, high ground denial and presence, like, helping get that kill on Afro early, but he didn't decide to fully commit and rotate right, which is kind of what lost in the mid, because they just lost two after that. And then, like, that whole sequence on the second, like, Cows and Frydog were just sitting in choke, just waiting to aggress, and, like, kept pressuring them. And then when they saw it was right, they just kind of got a few picks, like, onto Lugnuts at the start. So that's kind of what won them that trade, even though they lost a few during that fight.
Yeah,
and now they're now they're pushing with the full Uber ad.
I think the problem brapbarn made was not like they would like wanted to get out, but when they got the force, they didn't. Anyway, the last push is coming in here, so Blue's gonna take this Uber. It's gonna be on the scout. He's gonna get onto the point, try and bait the stickies, but he's Ubered right now, so he's not in danger of getting killed. He's gonna shoot the soldier and push top right. All of Red are in heaven right now, so the scout just needs to play the point, yeah, and he's doing that, so that's gonna force the Red players into him, and so much cap timing, yeah, that's the first round.
Lev just got a bunch of cap timers, the rest of his team walked up right. Like, they just pressured them in back left so that they couldn't get onto the point, and Lev had the easiest cap of his life. Lev and Afro just walked on like it was nothing.
Yeah, Red really needed to put more pressure forward there. I know it's difficult, but otherwise exactly what happened is going to happen. The scout's just going to play the point and you're going to be out of position. Anyway, on the next mid here, do you want to take it?
Yeah, there's some early presence by Zoic on the red crate. He gets out though, manages to live. Scout goes down early on Kowski. He's a bit low on 90 HP and looks like there's some soldier bombs coming out now. Red soldier bombs right side, Duck jumps out. Still trading just spam right now. The few soldiers are quite low. Underx is at 20 HP. Bukowski forwards across point and dies. Duck gets another frag onto Lognuts. Zoic does get cows though, so all they need to do is just play heals, and that won't happen because Underx is just gonna bomb in, catch out an overextending medic, and Gary's gonna die as well. And that's a full wipe, excluding the fact that they lost their med. That went pretty well on the side of allahzilla.
Honestly, I think it was kind of similar to the second point in the first round that we saw, where it was going okay for Red. You know, they got the med pick first, but they just kind of failed to bubble around their own medic, and I guess overextend in a way. They should have bubbled more, maybe even backed out if they didn't have positioning, but they just stay in too long and they get absolutely crushed. So yeah, on the first round when they pushed in, they were in a really strong position, but they sort of hesitated. They half backed out and then decided they wanted to contest the second point, but they'd already dropped a soldier by then, and I think they had 2 spawners, which meant it was only 3 in the Uber, and they pushed way too far forward, overextended, and allowed Blue to just collapse on them post Uber. So that's essentially what lost them the first round, and then we sort of saw like a smaller version of that in that mid there, where they had a good pick on the medic, and then just got absolutely rolled in that sort of end game of the mid, ended up wiping. And so Blue are going to have full Uber ad walking into last here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see the exact same push. The Red does have a sentry on the left-hand side and a sniper, so we'll see if that comes into play. But it looks like Blue are hanging around lobby stairs here, so they're probably, I imagine they're going to heal up, and then I think they might take it 5, or they might go for it.
I think it's evened out
did the med not die?
No, cows died.
Oh, yeah, it was ages ago, right? Yeah, of course.
So it's been evened out, and they've had like a sniper and a sentry on last, and Underx is sacking in now.
Yeah, I completely forgot. After all that, I forgot the blue medic died as well, so that was... Alright. Okay, so it is going to be even Ubers.
You were just giving us, like, you know, great analysis.
Yeah, like... just... No, alright, so Sniper's 5 here, let's see if he can do anything, because obviously they want to try and break this stalemate. Cows is on the point right now. This is not a bad position to be. He does have to worry about like a peek from door 1 here, but the sniper's not currently there, so it's going to be okay. Typically, Cows could probably be like behind the point-ish if he wants to be ultra conservative, but honestly he has his whole team around here, so as long as they keep a good tab on door 1, he's absolutely fine there. We'll see if the sniper decides to get more aggressive in lobby, or if he decides to go door 1.
Yeah, it was interesting how Undrex sacked in and that like didn't actually come up as something or like an off class. They're just trying to slowly figure out how to break this forward
Ooh.
kind of hold. Undrex does get lug nuts, but then he gets traded out. Although the engineer might be really vulnerable. He's at 12 HP, but he gets the resup.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I think they're
I-
just trying to feel each other out at the moment. Like they're not doing
Yeah.
too risky stacks. Like Undrex is just soloing in, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, it's nothing too much
that's,
happening.
Yeah, that's fairly common, I'd say, in officials to sort of play more conservative, especially when you're up around so early. You kind of just want to like stay in control, feel
Yeah.
things out, and I think both teams will do that. But the sniper is about to peek door one, and he gets the drop onto
Oh.
cows, and exactly what I said like 30 seconds ago about that point on the spot being vulnerable to door one is exactly what happens, and Zoak hits a really nice shot. So huge, like, kudos to him.
Apart from a big shot by Zoic, I think that might have been a little bit of a misplay from the blue team because they left
Yeah,
two
yeah.
people at spawn and they weren't watching any doorways. Yeah,
We do
like
have a
Lev
spy
was
here.
like Lev was trying to switch off as spy. He gets killed at last, but like him and Underx holding the door, like playing at spawn, trying to get that off class, they lacked eyes to watch Zoic. So it kind of cost
Yeah.
him that one, and Cows just got like domed,
Yeah,
standing still.
It was honestly a really nice shot by Zoic there, because you know you only get one shot in that situation, and you have to hit it, and he hit it, and you know he was probably full charge, so he could even got a body shot, but he got the headshot, which is huge. Not you know, it would make a difference, but it's a bit harder to hit the head than the body. But he comes up big for his team, and they're gonna look to push in here.
He does trade
well,
his life out with Underx though.
Actually, it is
It's
Uber
like-
maneuvers, so I think they
Yeah,
just took
red
the-
team tried to use and like tried to get second with their Uber. Lugnuts is really in and like
Yeah.
aggressive. By
That's,
himself though.
I'm not
I'd say-
sure.
Yeah,
what
I'd say that's
the
a bit
plan was.
questionable.
I think he was trying to sack. He just didn't expect him to be so far back. I think that's what it is. We do have a soldier in from far door sewer here though, but he is going to get forced out.
Yeah, Duck is really pressuring Al-Qaeda and he's making them look. Frydog's just gonna
Frydog's
come in.
getting really aggressive.
Yeah, he's just taking beam. He's using that player ad he knows he still has on Lugnuts and the
Yeah.
rest of his team. Duck is really pressuring.
Duck. Oh, they
Un-
actually lose
yeah.
two. Wait, no, sorry,
Undrex
it's a
kills.
trade.
Yeah, Undrex kills Adden on the flank, but Duck dies to just his own rocket. Undrex is going to die as well.
Yeah.
So what turned out to
The-
be a decent situation for Blues ended up going into the side of Red. I think it's just because they kind of overstayed their welcome, to be honest.
Yeah, I think blue team needed to coordinate their aggression there because you kind of had Duck going forward at a different time to Frydog.
Yeah.
And anyway, it looks like we're gonna have an Uber trade here from I think Lev onto the red medic. He does get the force. He red did have to like tab a couple people, but the Uber's gonna be slightly better for red, and blue are actually gonna get forced out here. So really nicely done by red to sort of work their way into mid here. They do trade Ubers, but that's not the end of the world. They can just look to reset here, slow the game down, maybe try for a sack. I know it's very common to double sack in this situation. You can send two soldiers either from one from sewer or both from choke. Just high bomb and just try and get onto the medic. But if blue team is smart, they will expect that, and you'll see both scouts standing around the point, maybe on the fence that's on the point, and look to deny. But for them, in the meantime, I think they're just going to look to get the Ubers first and then worry about sacking. Maybe we'll see an off class. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're just watching Zoic and Lugnuts waiting for like some crit buffs at the moment. But at that like trade, they pretty much played that as perfectly as they could. The red team, like even though they didn't get any kills, they had all the positional advantage towards the end of the Uber. Like they popped slightly later, they did a multi too hard, and
Yeah.
they like ended with like a bunch of people on high ground. So they just took the point for, you know, pretty easily. And now, yeah, they're just getting sacks in.
I did like
Hopefully.
the idea from Lev. It was an interesting decision to try it. The only thing in that situation though is that I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they were at player disad, so taking a trade there, it's
I think it would've been
hard to
fine.
sort of capitalize that even if you have
Yeah.
a better Uber.
Yeah, it's a lot
So-
harder to capitalize, especially when you're on player ad, and like you kind of need soldiers to like collapse on post. As we
Yeah,
say that, there's
exactly.
some sacks
And
coming
the
in.
sacks
Zoic
comes in
is-
really deep. Zoic's on the medic. Is he gonna get anything?
He gets
I think
one
he hits
rocket
two
onto
splashes.
Cows.
Yeah,
Or
Cows got
Cows is living
26,
on
26.
30 HP, yeah.
Yeah, I think he got like two splashes, but if he'd hit a direct there, that was definitely a drop. We're gonna see the other soldier bomb in here, but he's just gonna drive by and go back into the sewer. Not a bad decision. Since the
kinda
medic
like-
was not visible.
Cows kind of like brained Zoic a bit because usually it's not like as common, but like you don't see like your medics holding like IT. Like it's the other spot that you
Maybe
can
the
hold at, but
second.
you usually see them like behind point.
Oh.
Cows eats another rocket, but he's fine. He
And
didn't get.
Lugnot's,
Yeah.
Lugnot's got a fat rocket straight into Cow's face, but it was to no avail.
Undrex is
Actually,
in through IT.
oh, he gets
gets mulched.
absolutely
Yeah.
crushed.
I'm surprised they're not doing these double stacks. I feel like it's way
Doubles,
too...
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of double stacks. I often run them myself.
Zoic is in
Red,
again.
yeah, he's gonna do a series of jumps, get a rocket into the scout, but doesn't get anywhere near the medic. See, what he needs to do is just, maybe he screwed up his jump, but he needs to surf it. Oh,
Duck is in.
I can't even catch my breath. There's just like sack after sack after sack. I really want to see a double sack. I think that's the play here. You send this first soldier in. You can send them in at the same time, but sending one in and then the other right after can also be really good because it'll use up the scout ammo, and the second soldier can often have a lot of success on the medic. What the red soldiers need to do is find, like, you can jump from red IT, or you can jump from like the crate on the point and just surf up the ramp. It's a very common jump. But it's way more efficient than, like, I don't know, hopping in and then like jumping in from the ground, because you don't get the same momentum and there's way more time for the blue scouts to deal with you. So okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my eyes on Zoic here since he was nutty shot before. He does get pushed by the soldier, but here's a soldier there to help him. So we're just gonna see a bit of a reset. He'll find another angle. He's pushing back into sewer, but sewer's now being contested by the flank on blue, so he's gonna peek from choke. Currently only sees a scout, misses the shot. Hard shot to take though. See if he gets more aggressive in choke, or if he backs up maybe to sewer again.
I feel like you can definitely rotate your team through sewer, just make a bunch of space, like have one person holding choke.
Definitely.
Like, I don't think it's like, I don't know, you have to like make a lot of space for your sniper on this map because there's only so many angles that you can pick at by yourself.
Yeah.
Like just having a few people like come sewer, protect your sniper, letting him get easier shots in. It's like a lot more effective in my opinion, at least from my history.
He's
and
gonna die.
Yeah, he's gonna die to Duck because he's just playing basically solo.
I think in that situation, the best thing if he's going to peek from sewer is actually to bring the combo with him, the scout and the demo man. The demo man can stick you off the shutter and also maybe stick you off that little platform door 5. Actually, Afro's on sniper and he gets the pick on the demo, so that might cue the push now that they have a demo ad and 2-player ad. But Red are getting really aggressive. Another red player goes down. This scout's really hurt. He might take a trade into the combo here. I don't recommend this.
Yeah, Atten was trying to go for a flank and he got picked off on the side. Duck goes down on the side as well, and now they're taking a trade. It's like a 2-person fight with Soldier Scout. We're back in like 2007 now. But yeah, it kind of ended on point, and then the medic didn't get out in time. Wang is
hitting
dead.
a lot of shots,
Yeah, Lugnut is dead. Afra gets the body shot.
Yeah, so I think the scouts on both teams have had like the same idea here, which is taking a trade. But what they need to like do to make that better is, well, why it doesn't work there is because they kind of lost 3 players before they even Ubered, which means post Uber it's just going to be them, and they're fighting the entirety of the blue team. So exactly what you would think happens. Red medic goes down post Uber, and now blue have worked themselves a really good advantage. What they can do, if you lose players there, but you don't want to give up mid, you back up to your side, and then you can take a late trade, and then have spawners for that. But that's how you want to trade there. Not as aggressive as they've been doing, but as I'm talking, blue team have just waddled into second here, taken the point and dropped 2 red players. So
they've picked off like the demo and a soldier. They have Zoic on sniper, so this might be an easy push if they actually remember to cap.
Yeah, Zoic is back on sniper. I prefer if he set up an NG.
Oh, Levin's just gonna start playing the point really early, even though Cows dies. They're actually getting a few frags here. Frydog does go down before picking off Kowski, and nothing else is gonna come of it. Afro is in door 2 sniping. He's not gonna get anything though.
To get the medic there. I eat my words. I say I would prefer him on NG, and he just decides to drop the medic and save his team around. So Zoic just coming up huge on sniper class right now.
Can't even blame Cows, it's just Zoic is hitting shots.
Yeah, at that point, I mean, to be honest, with that much ad, you can just use that. You don't have to like milk it as hard as maybe he has, but it's okay. Zoic's hit some nice shots. And we're going to see Red have a nice Uber advantage. Actually, do they? No, because Undrex had a really nice bomb at the end there to come in and kill the medic. So blue team actually have a better 10% ad, but it won't do much. I think we're going to see another series of sacks going in and out of second point here. So we'll see if anything can be done, or will Zoic and Afro have to come up on sniper again to break the stalemate. We'll see. It is process, so sniper's a very popular pick.
I feel like Red team could have played that a bit more aggressively. Like they knew they had a player ad. Lugnut goes down. Yeah, they knew they had a player ad when they were trying to push out onto second. They could have maybe rolled mid with it, but again, like it's an official. They decided to play safe, so it happens. Yeah. But it's even Ubers. Lugnuts is basically sacked on defense. But yeah, Duck has gone in, jumping from choke, pokers off the right wall, beats all his rockets. Hits one decent one onto Wang, but yeah.
I do like how aggressive Frydog is getting here with his sacks, but I wish that the sacks were coming from the ramp, and Lucknuts respawns and then dies in the exact same spot to Stickies again. That's not what you want to see, but
Big feed from Lucknuts himself.
Yeah,
He even says it in
he
chat.
acknowledges it. Good self-awareness there, but that was quite funny. Looks like
Oh,
we'll just see some more sacks coming through from the blue team shortly. I really want to see the ramp slide.
Duck is on spy,
Ooh, we
and
do have
he's
a spy,
committed as
okay.
well. He's not even checking. He's like
Okay,
actually
this
gonna
might
go
be
in.
interesting.
I don't think red team has spotted it. They didn't use like their own spy to check it themselves, so it's up to like them to look through doorways and like hear shred alert taunts and stuff, you know.
Yeah, just cheat,
Duck
bro.
has gone
just...
in through sewer right now. They haven't noticed the door opening. Duck has got some really cheeky movement, and
actually,
he's
yeah.
already behind Wang.
He
he's decloaked.
Oh, is he gonna
might
get the demo?
the
He's gonna go for the medic. Oh,
Yeah,
he does go
he
for.
got-
Oh, he almost got
Oh.
both. Will he get a force? No, he won't. He will get the demo. That's not a bad trade. Although.
Lugnuts is also dead as well, so that's an easy like push for
Okay,
them. I
yeah.
feel like they don't even need to use.
And
Kowski
actually-
doesn't want to make that happen though. He's gonna force a trade into choke. He's making no multis happen because he only just barely forced them now. They're gonna get out with the 2 scout chariot. One scout is gonna die so that
Yeah.
Wang gets out. He actually doesn't die for a really long time. A 10 finally goes down. And yeah, they're not gonna
Blue are gonna
refight this,
walk
they're
in
just gonna
here.
chill and last. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know what's going on with these Uber trades, but it seems like the first team that pops never actually has teammates to sort of help them post fight, and it's always going badly for them. So I guess that's one for the demo reviews.
Like Kowski and Wang decided to trade, even though they had like a 10 with them. Like you kind of don't. I don't think a scout is the best class to be helping collapse on an Uber, like on an Uber trade, especially when there's been no damage coming out. Like you can only do so much as a second scout there.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I like the aggressiveness, but it just needs some working to actually see the results of like taking those trades in that situation. But we have red back on last. It is only 1-0 up there. Blue team are only up 1 round, so it's still a very close game, and we'll see how it works out. We'll see if blue team can extend their round lead, or maybe red team can make it interesting and fight back.
Zolik is on the defensive sniper.
Oh.
No engineer. He actually gets Lev, so I guess you can
believe it is
consider that a
Adam.
sack. Oh yeah. Yeah, Adam is on sniper. No like other defensive off classes, which I find a little bit surprising, but you know, it works. Whatever.
Yeah.
They have a forward hold into lobby, that's why. Frydog
Adam's
gets a
gonna
nice
peek
air shot
one.
onto Lugnuts, and yeah, Lugnuts counter sack.
Shadow
Duck
Freud
throwing
has
out a
come up
blind as well.
sniper.
Yeah, Lev is a pretty competent sniper, I'd say. So,
Yeah.
like, he can probably make some work. He is fighting against Adam though, and he's been really hot tonight, so...
It's crazy how like both teams just have like 2 scouts they can chuck.
Oh,
Oh my god, he had
Lev.
perfect sight line on the
Lev.
medic.
it
Oh,
happens. Everyone
yeah.
beefs, you know.
It's okay.
Yeah. Adam tries to go for a cheeky, maybe forward peek there, but he gets spammed out by Underx. Looks like they're just going to start taking forward pressure into lobby now. I think Frydog is trying to muscle his way through with some heals, just clearing traps so that he can make space for Lev. Afro does go down on the side though. I think
Got a
was
bit
trying to
too.
pick 1 on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Underx is pretty low as well, trying to fight door 2. But yeah, we're just gonna wait, see if these snipers can hit anything eventually. Afro maybe might come up the second like pick class, you know, those always catch people by surprise. So we'll see. But Afro comes up as scout, so we're just gonna see another sniper battle again, Lev versus Adam. They're peeking door 5 and they're just waiting to like meet each other, but nothing's gonna come of it. Lev is gonna rotate for a buff, and it looks like we're just gonna
Who's
even
gonna
it
win
out
this
again.
duel? Place your bet.
You know what? I'm putting it on Adam this time. He's going pretty hot.
It's a
I think he'll
150
keep it
body
rolling.
shot.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, that'll be interesting to see. I hope that they meet each other soon, otherwise it might be a little bit boring.
Yeah,
Where
Lev
is
has a-
Lev peeking?
Lev has a
Maybe some
decent
point.
angle through top IT, but he rotated out. Like,
I think he might peek 1 and meet Adden here. Yeah. But Adden hadn't peeked around the doorway, and there's a soldier here helping him. The door 1's about to open. Is anything gonna happen?
oh,
Adden
Adam gets the soldier. Yeah, he gets Underx. I think Underx has died like literally once a minute, so this is gonna be fun for the logs. Adam
interesting to
takes
see if-
another.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam takes quite a bit of damage. He's on 25 health. He's gonna get healed up. I mean, you can't really counter sack when you have like a sniper on there. Like you can, I don't know, you can only do so much before like the blue team gets aggressive and decides to trade. Or
Zolik
Zolik.
goes down.
Yeah.
Good sticky trap from Frydog.
Hmm.
Oh, he gets another
Oh,
one, and
wow.
a third goes down.
A
This
sticky
might be
trap
push.
kill into Kowski, and
They
Lev
should trade
gets
immediately.
Adam. Yeah.
Oh, my god, Lev
Lev.
drops the medic.
These medics are
This
not
is
having a fun
huge.
time against
Yeah,
snipers,
it's
man.
bit of
It's
a
gonna be
sniper
the
field day
easiest
right
last
now.
push of their
When he
life.
gets
Lev
lug
goes
nuts.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't get much easier than that, honestly. You bleed through and then the medic drops.
That's one for the season 30 video.
But it was a good team push though. They sort of all contributed. I like Frydog sort of locking out door one. They're getting a couple picks and then Lev does the rest, I guess.
Yeah, Underx throwing out a bit of, you know, BM, maybe saltiness.
I'm going
saying his
to
punishment
put
for the
my eyes on
stalemate.
Frydog. So he does get the
Zoic
pack and
is
he's
taken
walking
down
left
really
here.
early. He's on 15 HP, already on mid.
Yeah.
Looks like they're just gonna meet each other again on the right side for
huge
the red
one from
team's
Lug Nuts, and
perspective.
he's gonna actually pick up Frydog.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Underx is
comes
also
in here.
gets cleaned up.
Yeah.
Looks like they're
Zoic's
gonna
on 10 HP.
Lev is trying to leave, yeah. That was basically perfect. Like, they just saw, they decided to meet, what is it? Like allahzilla on their side, and they just took high ground, they spammed, they focus fired, they had really clean bombs to get Frydog down early, and then they just played hide after they had that demo ad.
Yeah.
They just played like a death ball.
That was a lot better from Red, that mid. They got the pick onto Frydog really early, and then they just deathballed and kept everyone alive while blue team tried to basically, like, I won't say feed because it was the right idea to get aggressive at that situation, but they bled players at the end there, which just sort of sealed the deal for Red. So let's see if they can take a round here. The Ubers are even, so it'll be interesting to see if we see more snipers or more sacks. My money's on sniper, just based on how the rest of this game has gone, so hopefully something will happen at some point. We won't be in a stalemate for 10 minutes.
Well, Afroman is an engineer, so he probably wants to make that happen.
Yeah.
No other off-classes on the side of blue team, though.
Blue are up 2 rounds with 7 minutes left, so they're going to look to stalemate and try and waste as much time as possible. Actually, is Blue demo going
Frydog
to
gets
die?
caught out really deep.
That's huge.
That's
if I were Red, I'd take a trade here and then play post super with no demo on the other team.
Yeah.
They have to go soon. They only have
Looks like
15
they're going
seconds.
through 4. They
Actually,
get really
the
low
Ubers come out.
before they even use the Uber. The engineer's gonna lose his gun. Afro's gonna go back
Really
to
good
spawn.
time.
They're actually playing a bunch of cap time.
So
yeah,
it
like
needs
you
to
said.
collapse on point right now, and he does it.
Ubers are faded now.
He jumps to scouts, gets one, does a lot of damage. Surely this is a round for Red.
Yeah.
I believe.
They just need to call focus fires, and it should
Frydog's
be
up.
easy win.
Oh, what is
still
happening?
winnable. It's Afro versus Adam. Oh, Cows gets a saw.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
That's,
That is huge.
that's one for the frag movie too.
That was a huge round. It was made a little more difficult than it probably could have been, but they got the job done in the end. I think
Yeah,
blue
they
team took a lot of damage around the point in that post-Uber situation, which kind of spelled it for them. They almost got saved by Frydog, but it wasn't to be.
They did the trade, like you said, and they took, like, again, lots of advantage from having that no demo presence and just doing a bunch of damage on point. I feel like they could have made it easier by playing point more, but we're into the next mid. This is like, you know, brapbarn's opportunity to get back into it, although that might not happen if Lugnuts dies early. He doesn't get too much damage in return for his death, and the rest of his team are kind of just cowering in the left corner. They're
Huge one
gonna
from
eat... Yeah, they're gonna eat the aggressive Duck and Underx bomb, but Underx goes down with nothing to trade his life for. Looks like they're all just backing out because they have really big health disad.
Ooh.
And yeah, Zoic is gonna go down. Adden is waiting for an arrow. Kowski might die until he does. He loses his life to Duck. And yeah, this... They kind of just have to hold this now. There are about 6 minutes left. It's the onus is on them to get this next round.
Yeah.
But, you know, blue team isn't having any of that. Gary is
That's
gonna
sort of
get
my
really
beating
launched up. Yeah, Lugnuts dies
Blue
again.
team pop.
Gary,
Oh, no.
Oh, Wang goes for the arrow while Gary is like nearly about to die, and he dies.
See,
like,
Red,
yeah.
the scout needs to leave now post-Uber. They don't have the players to fight, and he is going to. Are they still going to cook? Yeah.
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 I think
so,
it's just the way these teams are fighting their Ubers. I think you can see that kind of cohesiveness that we talked about pre-game before on the side. Oh, huge bomb from Zoic getting
Zoic's
Cows
just
to
doing
try and
so
salvage
much.
that. Yeah.
I think Zoic's probably my MVP of the red team so far this game.
Llama actually holds, defeating Underx.
Is he going to
and
beat
Lev.
Afro?
Yeah,
Ooh,
he
the
buys enough
spawners.
time for a spawn to come up. Afro's gonna die as well. That was great individual plays from
think
what is it? Zoic and Llama.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
Yeah, that was huge play from Zoic there to get the medic, and then sort of the dominoes effect from there. I think Llama came up huge, basically
Lev-
wasting enough time for his spawners to get there and save the round. Lugnuts are gonna
dies again. Lev is
For
on the
another
forward
sticky
spawn
trap.
sniper as well. Yeah, like I was saying before though, I think this kind of cohesion and chemistry advantage has been really showing because these posts and like these Uber trades are like mostly gone in the way of blue team. even though they lost that last one where they lost the round as well, like they made it as close as they could because of like how they played post. And then like the rest of the Uber trades, obviously that they've actually won has just been like clean team play from them. Kowski goes down.
A kill on
Yeah.
Kowski, so we'll see if Lev can get any more picks here. If he'll get more aggressive. He's looking at choke right now. He probably needs to push up to get a angle. Actually, as I'm saying that, Duck comes in. Did Duck? Wait, did they take a trade here? Sorry, I was.
Yeah, I think a force
Okay.
came out. and
Okay.
Lev is still playing back as sniper. Cows dies in the post. Yeah, this is kind of the disadvantage of having a sniper. When you have a trade, you just can't help your medic with post situations.
Yeah. So 11 Prado get out there. I'm not sure what the idea is there with the trade. If it was a force, I'm not sure why the other enemy combo was there to take a trade, but guess oh, huge Duck's in, he's done so much damage on the medic, he's gonna get one good rocket, he's gonna get him.
No
he misses
way.
the rocket, he's still alive!
No. Oh my gosh.
Bro, he's gotta hit up add 4 on MG to sort out that, I think.
Add process mid, man. he just beefed everything.
True.
He didn't actually beef everything, it's just like there was some
He
great
hit the
movement.
first rocket, reloaded, and then just miscalculated which way the medic was gonna move.
It was so unfortunate too because he got launched by Zoic from a rocket and he just surfed into the medic, but then the medic just juked the shit out of him. So they're going to be pushing in with like a 50% ad. Afro actually did the moment he spawned up. He did come up as engineer, so they'll probably have a level 3 ready for this push. They are going through 4.
This is huge.
Like.
Oh, big Demo Man bomb.
Yeah.
So you get the sentry. I'm looking for the scout to play point here and force the heavy down.
Yeah, Gary's doing a bunch of damage, but there's like no point presence at all. Friedel only just hit his stickies. Yeah. Okay, it's a 2-2. This is kind of even, way more even than we were expecting.
Yeah, that was a very good push from Red there. They sort of, well, Llama jumped in, dealt with the sentry really fast, and the scout played the point. And the heavy on the brass beast top left there just was not able to do anything with that decreased mobility. So, really good job from them.
You can only do so much as the fat man.
Yeah, so I'm going to be on the Friedel cam, I think, this mid. He's just trading stickies right now, waiting for his arrow. He gets the arrow. Stickies are headed over to the red side of the map, and he's going to walk forward to point here, doing some stickies onto the scouts on top left. He's going to fight the demo a little bit here, ignoring the players behind him.
Yeah, early bombs
doing a lot of damage
from the soldiers on red team, and they get cows early. All they need to do is just play heals. But Wang, Gary are just kind of stuck in front of their IT. Yeah. I feel like this is just every time they get the medic, they don't know how to deathball with each other because they're like they'll play with each other, sure, but they'll be in completely terrible positions where they'll just get crunched every time. Like I think every time they've gotten that early pick onto cows on mid, they just end up like clustered either like in a corner behind their rock or like on the right corner like near their sewer, or they're just like they're somewhere where they can't escape very easily, and it defeats the whole purpose of them feeding for the mid at the start. Which is really sad.
I think Red are gonna look to sort of ball up here and just try and hold last because.
Oh, there is a minute left. I think Heebs might have cut out, but there is a slight.
back.
Okay, cool. Well, while you're gone, they've certainly built up an Uber ad on the side of blue team. It's like 40% ad now because cows died so early, and they knew that too. Like they were building very hard. They're gonna start entering now. I'm not sure if red team expects how big of an Uber disad that they are, but they do have Kowski on heavy and Adden on engineer. That gun is going to get spammed out instantly. There's instant point pressure.
Lev is just going to have to play the point here. Kowski jumps down on heavy.
Early though. Gary dies.
Actually, this is really bad for blue.
This is a pretty decent collapse on the side of red. Yeah, Zoic gets some frags onto Frydog. Kowski picks up 2 on the heavy. And yeah, they're going to hold that. That was really clean. Cows is the only one left alive. He's going to try and re-enter and hide, but that should be a golden cap. Yeah.
30 seconds, yeah. They're going to sit on the point, probably Uber with 8 seconds left on the point. Yeah, see, this is why Tomislav is just better than the Brass Beast. You saw Kowski be able to drop down there much faster, get to the point, and I think Frydog missed some pipes, which sort of cost, I guess, I won't say cost them the round. Well, actually, as I say that,
they tried to steamroll it with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, but not the best idea. It's only 10 seconds, so it's like nothing's going to happen. But oh, well, that'll be one for the logs, I guess.
What else did you notice on that last push, by the way? Because I feel like
the idea was right to Uber in there, and they got the sentry down really fast, which was really cool to see. what needed to happen was the scout needed to play the point, and then Fridog needed to walk forward and lock that heavy out, and then maybe another soldier and the other scout maybe sort of deal with those players on the left-hand side. But what ended up happening is the scout didn't pressure the point, or at least he didn't for long enough, so he didn't get the cap. But he pressured it enough to force the heavy down, but the heavy didn't get killed when he dropped, and he got to the point before he got capped, and he was still alive, getting arrowed. So he was able to just tank damage on that point and basically win the round. So really good job from Chaoski there. I'm not sure what the rest of allahzilla were doing in that fight because I only saw it from Levin and Frydog's perspective, but the rest of allahzilla definitely I feel could have done more to sort of lock the players that were up top, or at least kill them if they dropped, because I didn't see enough damage being dealt to the heavy in that last push, and I think that was the crux of that entire push, was not killing that heavy. So
yeah, that was, it's led us to Golden Cap now. I think we can have a quick look at the regular time logs before the Golden Cap gets started. 2-2, so it was a bit of a slower game than we expected, but I think hopefully the stream has it up, but I'm looking at the logs now. I spot Lev going 19 and 6, doing his job really, really well. Like a very efficient pocket scout game. Funnily enough, though, dying less than his own medic, so maybe bait, maybe not, who knows. But on the side of red team, I don't think it's a really big, fragging or DPM performance by anyone. But Llama had a pretty depressing game. He had 190 DPM and 5 frags. I don't know what else you could spot from these logs, but that's something to note.
I didn't expect Doc to have done that much damage, to be honest. Almost 300 DPM on a relatively stalemate game on Soldier on Process. It's quite a good job from him there. And he also went positive, so actually both the blue soldiers going positive. That's not very common on... Okay, all but one soldier went positive, which is very uncommon on Process, since you kind of get shot a lot. Although I guess Lugnut's probably ate most of the sticky traps that game, so...
Yeah, both ready ups have come in, though. We can probably look at the logs a little bit more after the Golden Cap, but let's see how they play this. I think every mid has been the same so far, where red team decides to go right and meet the enemy team. It's just a matter of who gets that high ground presence and who gets those effective bombs in. I think it's all been like soldier initiation on these mids, for the past like 5 or so mids that we've watched. So it'll be interesting to see which soldier duo gets the early pick and how the rest of the team play around that.
Zoic is hiding in his own IT here. Let's see what he does.
Yeah,
he's gonna jump straight onto the medic, double bomb. Does he go down? No, they just get a scout for that. I have absolutely no idea how. It's
2 for 2 though. One scout and scout soldier for double soldier. Yeah. Underx goes in, does a bunch of damage. Wang goes
Lev's just gonna get the medic. Yeah.
Yeah. All they need to do is just ball up now.
How Cows survived that. 2 soldiers were in his face.
Or Frido gets a pick onto Adden on the recovery, on like the failsafe, and yeah. Llama goes down, Kaski goes down. They just played that perfectly after they got those picks.
Yeah, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what happened. We had a double soldier bomb in here from both red soldiers, and they got straight, right in the medic's face, and somehow Cowsers lived. I think his scout might have eaten 1 or 2 rockets, which saved him, but that is very unfortunate. It was a very nice bomb.
Full Uberad on the side of blue team. They're going to look to end this Golden Cap as fast as they can.
And red have not set up a sentry, which is really bad. You really want to spawn basically the first scout that spawns, even a roamer sometimes should be getting up a sentry here. So blue team are going to get walk in and only have to deal with a level 1 that's only going up now. So
yeah, it's not even up. It just dies.
Uber goes out. Lev's going to look to play the point here after the Uber, force the red plays down.
Does go down on the flank though, and Friedel gets dropped. This is still very winnable. Kowski does go down before doing a bunch of damage though, and no, maybe not anymore. Adden's the only one. Afro is 1 HP, so all he needs to do is just spray and pray.
Oh my god, are they gonna win this? Surely not.
This is really close. Oh man, I don't think they deserve to hold that, but you know what? It's a good play from them. They just bought enough time for their spawners to come up and delay that. So it's going to be 50% Uber out on the side of red team. Hopefully they try and push out on this. Looks like they're going to go through door 2, so yeah, they're going to try and muscle their way through. Make sure they don't lose that ad and don't stay on last. They're taking this really slowly though, they're really cautious of the spam to the point where they might not even get to use their Uber ad. It's not that bad of a thing though, at least they got out of blast, so they're going to go through IT with this actually. I don't think they realize they've lost their ad.
Yeah, they've actually lost this ad completely. They're going to take a...
Duck stuffed them in the door, now this Uber's just gone terribly. Kowski dies and gets dropped. Llamas all the way out while his medic is dying and surfing around everywhere. Although he does get a pick onto Fry Dog, so this is just kind of a DM fight now. More combat classes on the side of Red.
No
All they need
way
to do is
Red win
focus
this.
fire.
There's
Yeah.
no way. I have absolutely no clue how Red just won that. I also timed out for like 10-15 seconds and I missed the Uber exchange, but
Control point is being captured.
Yeah, like the Uber exchange was like way better on the side of blue team, especially because Duck managed to stuff them in IT, making
Yeah,
like
exactly.
half their Uber useless. But
That's
then
right
in
when
terms
my
of post
internet cut out.
positioning, like in terms of post positioning, blue team was like
Blue team are
okay,
fighting this.
but yeah,
I'm not sure
They're
what they're
gonna-
going off. I guess just massive balls, but
Cows
like
eats a
that's
bunch
gonna
of
die.
shit. He's like
Red have
30
just given
HP
us
right
up.
now. They finally clear the traps, and they're gonna use their slight player ad and Uber ad to try and muscle their way through second, hopefully. But yeah, like I
don't-
was saying about.
Did
Yeah.
I miss something? Why did Red give that up so easily?
I honestly have no
It was
idea either. My game was
6v6.
alt tabbed. So...
I guess they're scared of the disad, but they didn't have Uber yet, so they didn't need to give it out.
Oh, Zoic dies, like,
Yeah, he's
trying
gonna
to get the
munched
force.
by Lev.
They might actually get Uber in time to hold... They'll definitely get Uber in time to hold last, but I don't think they should be peaking second anymore, that they are now. They're still down 1. Zoic is coming up in 12.
Oh, the Blue's just coming in here, straight in.
Yeah. Maybe they're
99
trying
and
to...
100, they're gonna get.
Yeah.
If they do lose lug nuts, the scout needs to be tabbed and Blue are gonna get out. That'll just be a reset of Ubers.
Oh,
I think
Fried
actually
Dog
the
might
play's
die.
win to duel 5.
Undrex is in, Duck is in. They're doing a bunch of damage, but they're not getting any kills. Adden goes down.
Not looking too good for Blue team.
It is just Lev, Afro, and Cows, and they are backing all the way out. What did you spot from that? I mean, they had... Like, they had the right idea, I guess. Like, they knew they still had ad. They tried to do it, and push in as fast as they could before the medic got it, like, got their Uber, but... Do you think they were just a bit too slow, or like...
Control point is being
To be honest, I don't think so. I think they should have just kept second. I don't think there was a chance of them still having ad by the time they got to last, especially when you have to factor in like another few seconds basically to actually get to the medic, and then you have to hit your shots as well. So I don't know. The variables are like a little bit intense there to work on that Uber ad, but I think I like the idea from Blue for like that post Uber idea where they have their flank come in from the left hand side and try play the point, and then Lev re-enters in door 2. I guess they just lost their DM fights, but it was an interesting idea. It's good they're
Duck is in.
experimenting. Huge bump.
He's
He's not gonna get anything.
No rockets onto Wang, sadly. But, you
Yeah.
know, it's a single sack, again. Golden Cap, probably don't want to risk too much. But, you know, maybe Duck will come up on off class again. He did get something as Spy last time, so there is a counter
Huge
sack going
bomb.
in. Lug nuts.
Okay.
Doesn't get the force, sadly. Does get a decent rocket onto Cows, though. But yeah, Duck is coming up now, and he is decided
Just
to
on
not spawn up Assault, like, as a pick class.
I would very much like to see some double bombs come in here. I think they're really good, and honestly, losing 2 players in this situation really isn't that bad. Worst comes to worst, you back up to your side of mid, take a late trade to stop
Oh,
and get in the
Duck is
point,
in.
and come into the
He
spot.
gets
Oh,
the
actually,
drop.
could've dropped it.
being captured.
I didn't
Wang
even see
sadly, like, did not look. Because
that. Oh, I
Duck
mean,
was just too
Wang
fast,
didn't
I
look,
think.
I didn't look. I didn't see Duck at all.
he just did, like, that reverse fast rollout from the crate, like, from mid, and then just
Yeah.
through the choke. It was
Okay.
just clean rockets, like, he modified the jump a bit where he tried to optimize for speed instead of height, which was really good, and that just caught Wang off guard, so I'm going to be taking this full Uber right in.
Zoek's looking to jump here from low right T. He's in. I don't
Lugnuts
think
is
he's gonna
also
find
in as
anything.
well. Lugnuts
Yeah,
and Zoic died
I
for this,
believe too.
actually, although Lev does die, so that's pretty decent, and Frydog's taken down really low as well.
I think Red just needs to get out here. This is not going to end
Kowski
well.
is
I'm not
really
sure.
deep, yeah.
I don't know why Adam went into IT there. I think he needed a relink. Yeah, this should be around.
I mean,
This should 100% be around.
it's still 5v5. They've held even players before against an Uber ad. So
Yeah, but
all they
it's-
need to do is
it's
just
on
call
Blue to
focus
lose
fires
this.
and kite. Duck is really low. He's very lucky he
They're
lives
going to
that.
pick up the Uber comes out. They're on the complete wrong side of the map to the combo, which kind of sucks. I don't know
They're
why they went
hiding.
up top there with the Uber.
They're kiting
This
the
is
hell
bad.
out of this, yeah. It's because of that reason that Red is living in. They're going to probably pick this up with a heavy alive. Kowski goes down, Lev picks
Wait.
off Lugnuts.
Left on 4. Duck's
It's
going to
a
pick
scout
up
and
Wang.
demo versus a demo and a soldier with heals. There is a respawn on the side of Adden. They just need to call focus fires.
Duck's
Oh,
solo.
no.
They need to shoot the same things. Duck's on 30. He's going to
Both
get
demos
out.
are dead. Adden's on 1 HP. He can maybe get Duck here. He does.
Oh,
my
my god, he
gosh.
lives on 1. Dude,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what that was. That That was very unfortunate. I don't know why they went heaven there with like the last 4 seconds of the Uber. They completely lost positioning, and the red team just kited them down
Yeah,
the
it looks
slope,
like they
and
just
then
forgot about point
yeah.
pretty much.
Llama just locked those like unubered players post Uber in heaven. Like he did so much damage to them as they tried to chase. Lev should have taken the Uber across point and just shot the heavy in the demo.
Yeah, like
that would've
playing,
been
like
better.
forcing them further into a corner and creating a bunch of space for your team to play point probably would have been the best play there. But you know,
Adam's
doesn't
gonna
matter.
go down.
They're actually
Lev
gonna
actually takes
get
an
like
Uber.
this dot push in. Yeah,
If they get a lot of frags here, they can roll this to last. It's not actually too bad.
they're gonna
So
pick
yeah,
off
so they get
Adden and
two.
Lugnuts, but red team will get Uber in time. They're just gonna spam the doorways and try and hope that their spam pressure kills them.
This
Kowski
might be
does go
bad.
down, so this is not good. Adden does come up as a
Lev
respawn though.
dies?
Lev,
Yeah.
they're all
So
just
the
getting
Uber-
stuck into doorways. The rest of them are entering through other ones though. Afro gets is pressuring from door 5, and like these last pushes are very questionable.
Red did not have to pop there. Their medic didn't go below 150, and they kind of, I guess they wanted to take an aggressive Uber into the combo, but they forgot they didn't have the scout class with them, which kind of meant nothing happened, and now they've worked themselves a disad. So very unfortunate. Blue team
Yeah.
have yet another chance to win this map. Let's see if they can do it this time. They have a sizable ad, 30%. We'll see if they play the point. I would like to see the Uber come in, Lev play the point, and then Frydog lock the players out who I assume are standing back left. That will win the
25%
game.
ad push on the side of blue as they enter. Lev is going to try and take their Uber up top left. The gun finally does go down.
Lev needs to play
Red team
point.
is on 90%. Frydog dies. They're probably going to get this Uber for last. And blue team has just beefed another last push.
Oof.
And Duck tries to go for the force, and yeah, gets nothing.
What are the winning conditions for Golden Cap, by the way? Is it
I
how
think
long
it's-
before it's...
I don't think there's any time limit, so
there
it's
isn't?
just whoever
Okay.
caps, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we might be here for a while, considering the way that these teams are beefing their pushes, but hopefully not. Lev is going to come up as a forward spawn sniper. Hopefully they clear this. Lev rings out a shot, so they should be aware of it by now. And yeah, they're going to start slowly backing up into choke, trying to make sure they don't like die and feed and don't get rolled. Lev hits a headshot though, so it's going to relax the push of red team a bit. And it might just even out actually. Yeah, it's going to even out. So even Ubers, the blue team does have a defensive
no.
sniper that just picks off Kowski. So I guess you can consider that their sack. But it's just, you know, whether or not the blue team decides to, you know, do anything with this
Huge
player
bomb
ad.
from Duck. It's one rocket.
Oh.
Doesn't get onto the second.
Unlucky. Duck has been playing really well this game though. So
Yeah, he has.
been getting very clean jumps and getting a lot of damage in. Just making, like, drawing eyes from that, like, enemy combo into him. Lev gets picked off by Adden, who just runs around Sewer. Afro doesn't finish the frag because he didn't find him in time. Oh well, that's unfortunate. Again, like you said, like the past few times though, double soldier sacks would be
Lugnuts
nice.
is in. I don't know
Yeah.
what this bomb is. Oh no. Wait, red team's just gonna walk in now. Okay, that's a good decision. I like
Zoic
it.
dies,
Oh, he
Lugnuts
dies.
dies. I guess that you can consider that a double soldier sack.
Yeah, this guy might die. No, he
At
gets
least
out on
they
30
managed
HP.
to get the rest of their classes all the way out. It looks like they tried to muscle that with the player ad, but then their soldiers decided to jump and not get anything. There's going to be a demo and scout trade though. This is going to be Gary against Lev, and looks like Lev's Uber's fading now. He does manage to pick off Gary though, and looks like they're just gonna.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's happening again.
these posts have been really like
They're
dreadful on the
post-Uber
side
for
of red.
red. Yeah, they're not realizing that their blue team just kiting, going all around them and just dismantling them when they don't have
Yeah.
invulnerability. So
Only the soldiers
Let's-
up now. They're gonna have a
let's
few
see
spawns
if
to
blue
try and
can
fight
convert
last.
this time.
Looks like it'll be about a 30% add on the side of blue team, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen them in this situation before, and Adam will probably have enough time to get at least to level 2. So, I don't know, how would you push this last considering how many times that they've failed it?
I mean, I still like my idea of Ubering in, dealing with the stickies on the point. Lev plays the point, forces a heavy down. You deal with the sentry early in the Uber, and then the rest of the team just needs to just absolutely shit on the players top left.
Well, they
But-
made it into a 40% add now.
Go fight.
Now that they're walking in.
Oh,
Left
no.
gets dropped by the sentry, oh no. This is not looking too good. There are still
They can
stickies on the
salvage
point.
this, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't
Nope.
look like it. They're just gonna
And-
leave.
it's getting a little bit sad the way that these teams are beefing their pushes. It looks like Lev has come up on Spy though, so he's maybe had enough of it and hoping to get a pick. I'm very surprised that Red are taking so much
He
time
might
to
just go
push
for the
out
back
though.
cap.
Yeah, that actually might be a good idea.
Ooh. He just got
Or
to
they're trying to
start.
clear angles, but they don't spot Lev on Spy.
His
They
team-
use their
his team
Uber
needs to help
aggressively
him,
into
though.
second.
He's
They're
just gonna
gonna-
go for the back cap. He is, but
Oh,
his
they
team
need an out
isn't near the
cap.
point. That
Oh
could've
my
worked.
gosh, holy crap.
His team just left him. They should have contested that cap.
Yikes. I
They should
think
have thrown
Lev...
bodies at that
Oh,
cap.
no. Lev must have thought that he would have gotten it for free, like without even having them like sack for the point, but it isn't meant to be.
This is a
still
really
have
good
an
play
ad-
from Lev.
Yeah. They still have Uber Ed though. Lev...
Oh, do they?
Oh.
Oh no.
No way Lev gets this. Oh my... Oh, Cows drops?
Cows
What?
drops.
Lugnut's getting like the only bomb of the game that has actually worked. But Duck is in as well now. He might get a
Hendrix
drop onto
does.
Wang. Oh my
he
gosh, he
does.
does so much damage while killing Wang.
Alright.
These soldiers, man. Hey.
Yeah. Best player below Prem, bro. Absolutely beasting.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, he picks off the med, so that's maybe
Huge
showcasing why he's
bomb
the
from
best
Duck.
player under
Yeah.
Prem. Kowski's gonna die. Yeah, Duck just generated like a 30% Uber ad for his team. Lugnut is also dead as well. Looks like they're just gonna dry push this for 2-player ad. They should be able to take second for free because they don't really have much spam classes in the way on the side of red team. They're gonna take second, try and clear traps, hopefully use their Uber ad effectively this time. Take space, buff up, and yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what's happening. Let's see. Can blue team do it this time? They have another Uber advantage. They need to pressure the point. It's like, I don't know.
It looks
they just
like
need
they're
to
getting
put pressure
keen
on the
to
point.
go 1 this time, maybe opting for just something straight up different.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're gonna
Let's
run at the
take this.
combo. The level 2 comes
Okay.
up onto the side of Adden. The gun goes down. They're getting forced all the way into a corner. This is
They
their
do get
time
to
to play
picks.
the
This is
point.
huge.
Yeah. But there is
But red team's
95%
about to
Uber
have
on the
Uber.
side of Wang.
They're gonna get
Kowski
it.
does die, but yeah, they're gonna use the Uber.
Red can't lose anyone else. He needs to tab really well here. Because
Yeah,
blue
they
team
need
might
to-
collapse. They need a ball up. They need a ball up right now.
Yeah, they're just gonna
Huge.
focus frags now. They're jumping Frydog. Frydog is eating a bit of damage.
Spawns are
Although
up
the
to
team-
2.
Yeah.
Wang goes down. Zoic goes down. Spawns are up now. Yep, that's it.
Nice.
That's the process.
That was
Okay, that was a really close match.
That was quite a bit of a golden cap as well. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I think if like red team actually got a kill on that last like hold, that would have made it way easier because the rest of the blue team, they had 2 players from the flank that were really low and weren't able to enter the fight. I think if they just picked off like Frydog at the end there, they probably would have held that way easier. But you know,
Yeah.
unfortunate they might have beefed their shots or something. But yeah, that was process.
Yeah.
Closer than we thought.
Lev going huge in that golden cap. 16 and 8, 303 damage a minute. Huge plays from him in that 15-minute golden cap.
I mean, there's probably been longer, so at least this one was like somewhat entertaining with all like the pushes
Yeah,
and stuff.
there's a lot of shit going on. Yeah.
But moving to a completely different map now. We're on Granary.
Yep.
Duck and Zoic have been playing really well on their respective teams, and Underx and Lugnuts have been holding their own weight as well. And this is like a very big soldier map. Very, very good for bombs. Very good for just initiating fights as a soldier and just winning 1v1s because there's so much flat ground.
Yeah.
I think, but because of that though, because I think of the way the soldiers are quite even, I think it will be dependent on the rest of the team, on like how they perform. And Lev and Frydog have been kind of outclassing the combo of Kowski and Immature Armor at the moment. So might be the allahzilla team who takes the second map. But what else did you notice from process that could carry on to Granary?
Well, I mean, it's process, and I think the standout players for both teams were the soldiers, just getting a lot done. Although I will say Lev also did a very good job. He's very aggressive. So there's a lot of different ways you can look back on demo reviews and be like, I did this right, I did that right, and ways to improve. But I really like how aggressive he was, especially with those trades. I think his trades were a lot better than the red team trades. But the soldiers were doing a lot of work for both teams, particularly off-classing as well. So I don't know. I think on Granary map, being traditionally a soldier map, it's going to be really interesting to see how the map pans out. Like you were saying, in terms of the soldiers feasting. We'll see what the other team, what the other players on the team can sort of do to maybe change the outcome a little bit, maybe take the burden off of the soldiers. I think based on what I saw, I do think blue. If I were to make a prediction, I do think allahzilla will take this map as well, purely based on the fact that Duck was doing a lot of work on that process. He'll feast more on Granary, I assume, and I also think that Uber trades. You can do a lot with Uber trades on this map, and Lev taking better Uber trades will probably mean that allahzilla will come away with a 2-0 map win on their official this week. But we'll see. Maybe red team are a bad process team or a good Granary team.
Yeah, something I've noticed on the side of Lev and Duck as well, like they play off each other really well. Like Duck will probably just get like a bunch of damage onto their combo in like maybe team fights or even salvages where he's like the last one to die, and then Lev would probably just use all the openings that Duck has created in terms of damage and position and whatnot, and he would just kind of call Frydog in with him and Cows, and they'll just kind of death ball around each other, working off Duck's previous damage like 10 seconds before. It's really, again, like it's really good aggression to see. And I don't think Red Team have been able to handle it thus far. Like, I think these teams have been kind of playing similarly in the sense like they're trying to take aggressive trades and they're trying to open up space for their soldiers and things like that. But I think Blue Team are just playing that game like that kind of way, just better. Like Red Team is just a little bit behind on that front.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be an interesting map. What's your prediction?
I thought it wouldn't be close last time, but I'm gonna hope it's close now. I'd probably wager like a 3-2 on the side of allahzilla, and expecting some big soldier plays. Hopefully some a few middies as well. Maybe a few drop down jumps.
Yeah, that's a fair prediction. I think this is gonna go to allahzilla, but I'm gonna say, I reckon it's gonna be 5-2 or 5-1. I think this won't be as close. I think it's going to feed into more of allahzilla's strengths. And I think, I don't know. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, pretty reasonable take. As we have 11 in server, just waiting on Adam to join. At the moment you're just watching Season 30, ozfortress Intermediate Division Week 1. This is Granary and a process. We are on Granary map 2. allahzilla took the first map. 3-2 in Golden Cap. So they're probably looking to just carry over that momentum onto Granary.
Yeah. Looks like we do have a ready up from blue here. I don't know when red team will ready up. I do believe at some point soon, Liz will be taking over for me.
Hello.
Mitch and I are here.
Okay.
As a duo.
As a duo.
Oh,
Together
trio.
we make one human.
Yeah. She's got the wine, I've got the good
I
looks.
actually need to get more, but I'll do that in a sec.
Alright.
Good luck with your scrim.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me cast.
No.
Alright.
So,
Thanks, Heebs.
yeah,
See ya.
thanks, Heebs. Map 1. I was pretty sick.
I was goated, I would say.
It was very goated.
Cracked and goated.
Cracked and goated, that's the word, yeah.
That was a really long golden cap, but we're here now. We've moved on. Map 2. I agree with the predictions. I think allahzilla is going to do better.
Did you guys notice? Did you guys notice anything else while we were watching?
Oh, Lev just killed me. Like, he was so close. And he lost it. It was just too late.
Yeah.
I guess timing's really important. But yeah, Granary. This is an classic map.
I love Granary. I think it's an excellent map.
Yeah, it's just, lots of soldier presence on Granary, so I'm excited to see how the soldiers will play out, especially considering I'm a soldier main myself. But I think it'll also be interesting to see how the demos can play as well. Like, Frydog has been edging out, Immature Llama a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do on mid and how much space he can generate for his scouts to just walk across and move and even push in. What predictions do you guys have?
I think Duck is gonna crack and goat, as I would expect from his MG ego. I think
my god.
Undrex is poopy, and I think he will not crack and goat. I think Cows is gonna continue to do worse
Oh my god.
than me.
Wow.
On a positive note, I think, despite all odds, I think the Scouts are gonna do well. I think they're gonna make their presence known on this soldier map, you know? They're gonna try their best. A for effort.
So are we going
That was a huge
That
pre-game
was a-
maybe.
yeah.
If anyone saw that was
Preview.
fucked. What about you, Mitch?
I think Allahzilla will take this still. I'm going in full for them, so maybe 3-0, maybe 3-1. I don't know.
Yeah. I reckon a 3-1 would be good. I'm hoping for a 5-0. I wanna quick game's a good game, you know?
Sorry guys, bonk doesn't work in this chat.
Please don't enable it.
I could.
I know you could, I'm saying please don't.
We should do it like we should enable it inside Mumble and we'd just mute you for like 5 minutes.
No one would remember to unmute me.
No.
Oh, we're starting.
Ah.
I want to watch Immature Llama on this mid, and so I will.
Yep, alright, well this is map number 2, ozfortress Season 30, Week 1, allahzilla versus brapbarn. Take it away, Jolson.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching Immature Llama as well. He's decided to roll out Cat. A bit faster than Frydog, although he doesn't decide to give him the early sticky. Looks like he's just going to walk across crate now. He's trying to do a bunch of spam damage onto the blue combo. He's rotated down. No, Zoic does die instantly on this, and Lugnuts does as well. Wang just gets early bombed by Undrex as he cleans up Llama as well. That is a quick advantage that has been generated for allahzilla, as Adden is hiding on mid while Kowski feeds.
Ooh, what is Adnan going to do here? It's
It
waiting.
looked really bad at the beginning of the mid. Oh my god,
Adden.
good
Oh.
effort.
Jesus.
Yeah,
It-
Lugnuts got really close to killing cows. And then he got just completely destroyed.
Yeah, all of blue was all balled up, and I thought that they would get hooned on for that, but instead they did it to the other team.
It was literally just like which soldiers could bomb into their death corner and be the most effective, and it just turned out that Duck and Undrex were just more effective, so
Yeah.
they have Uberad now because of that. And Zoic dies very early. Adden is on sniper, no off classes apart from that. There is a heavy on the side of Kowski actually. They're just gonna bully their way in.
Oh,
Cows
no!
drops. No.
See, I told you.
Yeah, he's gonna be a bit moldy about that one.
I can hear his girl voice
This is
now.
actually, this is actually like 2 on 3, 2 on something. I can't count, but
Who's
Zoic
left?
is up. Yeah, Zoic is up. Cows is back at spawn after he's recovered from his Uber drop, and yeah, they actually hold that. They have a full Uber ad now. Did you guys spot what went wrong with that? Apart from Cows dropping.
I think they
Feel like
got
that
too
was a bit close.
excited.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but it happens. Lev is on Spy though, so that could be their salvaging play. He did come very close to winning the game last time, just solely by himself.
We've got a spy. Lev's
Yeah.
a spy. Hmm.
He's going all the way to last, even though his team hasn't got second. I'm just going to be on the perma Lev cam while everything else happens.
He's really
I don't know what
really
his
going
game.
for it.
Really?
he's
Really?
method acting.
Well, Undrex dies, so I don't think that's going to be helping his cause, and he's going to get hunted down by a soldier. Zoic is on the chase, and
Surely
I
they
don't...
don't know he's on spy. They can't know he's on spy yet. They must think it's a soldier. Oh, no.
Well,
No,
they
now
do.
they know, now they know.
Why wouldn't he go for the medic? Like, he had the advantage.
I think Undrex dying there really cost him because I think he was trying to draw players back. As that happens though, they're going to use their Uber advantage into Wang and Ko. Wang is going to die on mid. Afroman takes that Uber instead of Lev this time. Duck is going down early. Afroman is just going to feast though with beam, and
Yeah,
Undrex
of
gets
course.
2 kills. Yeah, Undrex gets 2 kills before he dies and before we launch into a pause.
Hmm. Who could it be?
Who could it be now? I think Undrex honestly actually kind of cracked on second defending it, so
Hmm.
good for him. But Friday is already capping mid, and it's only saying it's that cap because of the pause here.
Yeah. I feel like red is they're folding way too easily on these pushes. They really need to figure out like how to defend because when as soon as they Uber, like it's just game over for them. They may as well just kill themselves. Like they're not defending at all. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen here once it unpauses, because Zoek is just standing behind them. Could potentially get cows here. He's on 16 HP.
Yes,
So-
Zoic has a really good angle to just shoot down and shoot the floor like you can on Soldier.
Yeah.
Even if Cows takes the pack, it'll probably be just an easy second rocket for Zoic. That's if he spots Cows right away, though. Afro Man might just, like, you know, pop off and, like, just two-shot him.
Yeah, I feel
Fingers
like
crossed.
it's only been, what, like 4 minutes, 4 minutes, and it's already been a really fast-paced game. Everyone's really going for plays and stuff.
It's good.
Excellent.
Excellent. You know what I like to do when I can't think of anything to talk about? Hats. Cosmetics.
Hats.
Yeah. Who's got the best currently? I
Well,
like
there's only 5 alive at the moment, so
I like Cows's.
Cows is really good. It's very shiny.
Lugnuts has a pretty good hat too.
Yeah. Afro Man with the classic.
I don't know, Frydog has a pretty clean set of his own, man. No, nothing too special, but, you know, it's not, like, not too bad either.
Yeah.
Got the
Oh,
gold
he's-
sticky bomb and
yeah.
everything.
It's got the smoke as well. Good.
Well, Frydog just told me to eat shit and die when I asked him why the pause happened.
Nice. Very friendly teams we've got here.
And
Good
then
answer.
Kowski said Atten is being eaten by fam. Rest in peace, Atten. It was nice knowing you.
F in chat.
Don't you just hate it when you get devoured by your family?
Oh yeah.
I think Frydog's cosmetics are pretty good. The smoke is going through his
Fly over
brain.
to Lugnuts. His is good.
Yeah, I like Lugnuts.
Yeah.
I really hate looking at soldiers' eyeballs.
Yeah, did you know they actually move? Like,
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen them move in pauses.
disgusting.
It's really fucking scary. I've seen them roll back once. That was, yeah. Can we moot Liz? No. No! Liz is the best caster we've got,
Oh,
right?
They also
Right?
said to mute you, so
Oh, well that's good.
Nice, I'm the coolest one here. Me and
Jolson.
Jazz.
yeah,
Solo.
Jolson, you're getting a lot of support.
Yeah, Jazz can come cast now.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, Jazz. I'm not
Wow.
even drunk. I've literally had 1 glass of wine.
And like 8 tubs of pasta, sure.
This is the only chance I get to cast a game. Every other time I'm fucking producing or doing other stuff that is definitely also important at CappingTV. So
Okay, I'm actually gonna be right back and get my bottle.
Oh,
well,
well,
you
they
just-
unpaused, right?
you-
Not Mitch take
what is
over.
Zoic doing? He didn't even.
Liz was the problem
He
the whole
doesn't see
time.
it. Can he see it? Is he gonna get the medic? He takes a shot.
Frydog dies as well? What is going on? This is the weirdest unpause I've ever seen. Lugnuts dies.
Wait, they're capping second?
Yeah,
What did- yeah, right. Okay.
I'm retrying. I need to recompose.
I'm confused. Okay,
Yeah, well-
so we've got a second fight here. They're pushing in, very aggressive. Brapbarn. Aden getting a shot onto Lev.
Yeah, Lev dies. It's like tiny Uberad on the side of blue team, but they're on the defensive, so they're probably not going to do
I'm
much.
interested to see what's gonna happen on the pause.
Oh, Duck
Afroman
is-
takes down Aden.
Yeah,
Frydog-
Duck did a bunch of damage, and Frydog followed up with some stickies. Afroman is just dewing around behind. He's taking 1v1s. Zoic gets a nice shot onto Underx though.
Yeah.
Looks like Duck is going to be going behind as well. He's just like waddling into Gary, just
Yeah, we
trying to
got-
go behind them.
Everyone's all over the place. Lugnuts is still on second. Now he's dead. To the
Duck
medic.
dies. This is a bit of a confusing fight, but I think it should even out now. There's even players, even Ubers, and I think
Yeah,
they're
I
just
think
going to
we-
reset, hopefully.
This is where the pause is about to come in, I think, in about 10 seconds. Who is gonna disconnect?
Oh, there it goes.
I mean, might as well.
Yeah, what up, guys?
We've got a
Just
4-man cast now.
Jazz producing.
I'm so
and
sorry,
talking.
Jolson.
Yeah, you were the problem the whole time. They unpause right when you
Women,
left.
bro, am I right? Jesus.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's a joke.
You
Alright,
cannot make
that's
that
it.
joke on broadcast.
I mean, it just happened, so...
Twitch
Anyway.
POS.
It's not like I'm saying I want all women to
Anyway,
die.
Okay, anyway.
Whoa,
Back into the
whoa,
game.
whoa.
I'm just-
PG stream,
Going in,
PG.
Gary. He's left. He's vacated the premises. They're just gonna stalemate. I really want to see someone sack. I love a good sack.
We need an
Not
off
in that
class.
way. I shouldn't have said that.
I mean,
Any help?
Alazilla's been
fish-
really content just to take really aggressive trades on Lev once they get a pick.
Oh, Fry Dog.
So I would expect to see them try to do that, or at the very least, now that Atten and Lugnuts are down, just muscling their way through, which is exactly what they're doing through Death Corner. But
Yeah, they're taking that aggressive trade, like you said. They're getting a much better Uber because they're making Red flash quite a bit, and there's not enough players to help collapse on post, so Red are just going to instantly retreat. They're going to get out of Death Corner and from Gary as well, but luckily they don't manage to lose any players, so
genuinely,
that's a saving grace for
I
them.
feel like if they had just a different medic, right? Because Wang is really quite new. You know, he's a very new player surrounded by either very experienced players or Kalski. Like if they had a medic who just had a bit more brain sense, game sense, a bit more of a brain, I suppose, then I feel like they'd be much more formidable
Brain
of a team.
sense.
Yeah, you know. But I think it's just the inexperience of Wang. We saw it last map too, is really just kind of a hindering factor towards them. That said, I love Wang. He's the funniest guy I've ever met. But you know.
I just want to point out the pause reason was, quote, Adam said, his fish was drowning. So
Aw.
that's a good reason
Aw.
to pause the game, you know?
You gotta save that fish.
You gotta save the fish. Save
Oh,
the fish.
Undrex is in. Double soldier sack. Duck is in as well.
Does he hit the air shot? Oh, come
He
on,
doesn't.
Duck. I know you don't
Wasted.
mauled an MGE for no reason. I love Duck, by the way.
This is why I'm saying we're gonna all meet in TF discussion after this.
Log discussion. Bring me back, guys. What was it? I was away for that period. Did a channel just pop up in ozfortress?
I have no idea.
Oh, Zog is in. He gets the force
gets
onto
the
cows.
force.
Yeah, it's good.
Lugnuts dies as well though, and Red team haven't used their Uber. This might actually be like goaded because they can just collapse all over them.
Oh.
Wang does pop. though.
Lev's bled behind, actually. He's
They
just full
can't
on
lose
going to
anyone
second.
else.
Lev is
Oh my
behind.
gosh, yeah, they
Gary
have two
might.
scouts on second.
Oh, Frydog just like DMs Kowski.
Wrap him and back cap him. You love to see it.
They
still
have
got
two
people
soldier
behind.
spawns though. They have two soldier
Bro.
spawns. Double
Surely
soldier
two
versus double
scouts
scout. This is the
wins
MG
this.
2v2 special.
They stay on pipe though. Wire spin.
Ah, yes,
Dude.
high ground.
I mean, even
They
then,
have
that
the high
bought them a
ground.
ton of time.
Yeah, and like Wang died as well, so they have 60% Uber advantage by the time Wang gets up. So hopefully they realize this, and hope they're not aware that they can just take second for free. So this might be a little while.
I mean, it's
He's
grander. It's a
hiding.
7 control point map with 5 control points. So, you know, they've already got halfway there.
Looks like they're gonna finally start pushing now.
I'm pushing the other way.
Yeah, it's starting to flood through. What is it? Right? Yeah, they're starting to go through lunchbox. Zoic already dies, but they're taking quite a while. They might have afforded themselves enough time to get Uber
They're going straight in.
eventually. Yeah, they're going from top. Lever's dropped down onto Llama, and Llama's gonna probably get picked
Gone.
off. House Wang dies as well. Oh yeah, that was pretty clean then.
That's 1-0.
Damn.
Zilla taking the first round here.
That was
Prediction.
a long first round.
It was. 10-minute round.
Yeah.
With a pause. My goodness.
It's really good foresight by Lev just to notice that opportunity to run through garage and start the back cap, because that's ultimately like that brings everybody back. They get Wang in the process and you know end up capping a few minutes later.
Llama is taken down very low early this mid, tries to jump on red crate and dies to duck. And Lugnuts is going to go in for the counter. He gets a bunch of damage onto Cows and Lev, creates a bunch of space for his team, getting on the demo as well. This has kind of gone the way of, what is it? Not red team, because blue team.
Allahzilla.
Yeah.
Lugnuts
yeah.
is going for a flank here.
Yeah, he's behind. He's in there,
Allahzilla.
Gary. He's gonna drop on cows, maybe? No? Yes?
It's 30 HP now.
Just get minced by scouts.
He really needs to get some more health before he makes big challenges like that. Because
Or-
he's just wasting
yeah.
time.
Or he's just to jump faster and like more aggressive into them.
Dude, allahzilla really just took the height. Like, I feel like it wasn't contested at all. And they just did an old spammy poo
Lev on
and
sniper.
just got some picks.
Lev on the sniper class. Who will he shoot?
1 second. This is cool.
There's like one good angle on this
Yeah.
point,
Like.
and like as long as you don't get spotted, it should be okay to peek. But he's gonna take his first shot now. Hopefully he doesn't beef.
He beef.
Oh, he gets
Gets
150
a-
onto the
yeah.
demo, so
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
It's why
Seems
no
like it's just-
off-class cups are so much
Ooh.
superior.
Oh,
because,
he's-
No.
there's none of the slowdown that comes with a sniper. It's like, oh, let's just get some picks and let's get some frags and take the
But
spot.
also,
But,
I feel like it's so easy to just sack people and never have any change.
Soldier does go in for that sack, as you say that, and Lugnuts just gets out because he realizes he can't fight two people on high ground. Oh, Duck dies though. Zoic dies in return, so it'll just be another reset probably.
yeah, it's just a bit of a spam war before
Well,
Friday.
Lugnuts is in again.
And then
They
I don't even
might-
see where Lugnuts is.
They
They're
might
just
push up
jumping
this.
in and then not like taking any fights at all. They're just throwing themselves to die.
Levis just decided to bust out left, although his team Ubers into right, so this is going to be a really bad Uber if they don't get anything, and they won't. Their Uber's dead. Lev might get caught behind.
That
He
Uber
does pick up
sucked
Adden
balls.
though.
It's
Oh,
still
And
gonna push
Kowski
in.
as well.
Yeah, maybe he didn't suck as much balls as you expected.
I mean, it's still kind of. I mean, it sucked for red.
Yeah.
Uber was like very.
Oh, Afro's on the med. He gets a big shot onto the demo.
Oh, one more
Oh
sticky.
no!
Oh, tragic, tragic. I mean, that scares him out, so that buys him the space for the rest of his team to come in and cap the point on second. I think one of the things I've noticed about both Lev and Afro, but more so Lev this map, is that he's playing the scout role very, very smartly in that like there's always that pressure of a back cap for him. You saw in that last fight, he
Oh, Zoic.
that last fight, when it started to break down, instead of retreating through Gary, he immediately wraps into the far right yard, and ends up like taking 2 1-on-1s. But that pulls the rest of the team into that yard because it's like, well, shit, we can't allow Lev to start the back cap again.
Lockdown's being super
Jackson.
aggressive. Gets the Fried Hog. Doesn't get the medic though. Oh.
Adden
Lugnuts-
kind of got magneted while Lugnuts did that huge play.
Yeah.
Lug
We got
nuts,
Afro, man.
more like glug nuts. Glug, glug, glug.
That is excellent.
Afro's on sniper.
Yeah.
He's peeking left right now. Or trying to, until someone opens the door.
I think we should allow TG to come cast with us one day, by the way.
I don't think that TG should ever be in the same vicinity as me.
Well, that's why we would have TG on the cast and not Liz. Or
I'm
have
confused
Liz
by
on the
that statement.
cast.
Hey
And not
TG, you're
TG.
coming to LAN?
TG's
We could have him on the cast, we just wouldn't have you
the
with you.
worst.
Or we would have you on the cast, but not have you with TG.
Afroman's getting really aggressive here.
He's all the way in top. He's not getting pressured at all.
Kowski
Very
doesn't-
I don't even
interesting.
think they know he's
He's got the
good.
medic.
Reaction
He's got the medic.
Oh! God
Oh
damn.
gosh.
Oh shit.
There's no way they don't have any soldier up top just spamming, man. That's just depression.
And yet they did. The Ubers came in. The Uber's on.
Comes?
I don't know how to speak.
American English, man.
That's
American
why-
English.
That's why I press the buttons. I've really found my niche with this.
Oh no.
Do not go there.
Anyway, they capped.
Well,
So they are winning. Nice.
Yep.
Yes, I know it's pronounced niche for everybody in the chat.
I don't think he knows. Jolson, who are you watching on this mid?
I'm gonna watch Duck because I think he's gonna nuke someone this mid.
That's a
He might-
high
he m-
expectation.
He might use all his MG knowledge to just shit on someone in Ad 2.
How many
Right.
quick bucks? He's gonna drop the medic.
Okay,
Just
maybe
get
not.
convinced, bro.
Well, Frido goes down as well at the same time as Duck, but they pick up 3 frags in return on the side of blue team. 3 on 3 though. Llama and Adden. Yeah, Llama and Adden versus Cows and the rest. And okay, no, Undrex just picks up 3.
Undrex just farms people, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
a-
Granary is his map.
That's a
Never
chain
compliment
link millionaire
Undrex.
if I've ever seen one.
Oh my
Undrex knows what
gosh.
I'm talking
so
about.
He just
quickly.
missed picking up the pack, and you guys are complimenting him.
Because he's goated.
Doesn't even need the pack.
He's just so good.
Yeah. Well, even though Undrex went huge, they are still even Ubers. All they do is just, well, all they have is second really, or mid really. And they're just gonna set up for sacks now.
Hey man,
Duck
forward
fight.
spawns, bro. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
true.
What was our predictions again? I was 3-0. You were.
I said 3.
Wait.
Liz said 3-1, I said 3-2, and then Heeb said like 5-2.
God, I hate heebs.
Love heaps.
You love him so much, why don't you marry him?
Maybe I will, Liz.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Very professional cast coming out right
Sorry.
now.
Anyway, well, I mean, there's not really much to talk about. They're just like stalemating. Oh, Red did have Uber out apparently.
Yeah, but I don't think they realized it, sadly. It's the classic Granary stalemate.
Yeah.
Duck is
Oh, Duck's
pogoing in.
He got
Wang
a good
is-
rocket on Llama, but
Oh, Cows gets forced somehow. I didn't catch that on the cam.
I think that might
terrible
have been.
player.
I think
That's
that might have been Zoic going in from
Yeah.
top. Yeah, he just died for it, so probably gonna watch them play back at their cat or something, or maybe they're Gary to just get ready to get out.
Yeah, they're gonna come in here.
Duck is in. He gets a solid rocket onto Wang, but he's that's not Duck. That's Underx. Yeah, he gets a
Oh
solid
my
rocket
God.
onto Wang,
I
but
have
he
to say
doesn't get
that
much.
that Wang has the best alias on the server, and I only
Agree.
say that because I don't have him in my my player alias config.
Fucking
The
hell.
4 terabytes
Oh,
of
it's a
Kowski
Kowski.
feet pics. Well, maybe the aliasing will win them the round. Nope, it won't.
He
Underx will
drops.
just farm.
You
Cast
guys
a
cursed
curse.
him.
Yeah.
Underx is just too good, man.
It's a chain link millionaire, man. That's what I'm telling you, kids.
Mhm.
It was
No, no.
Whoa,
No.
whoa, whoa. Undrex behind.
He's
Is-
getting.
Oh. Lugnut's
Well,
behind.
Zoic is
What
behind
the
as well.
heck is
Zoic
going
beast. Zoic was behind. I think he came through from top and he took a 1v1 on on like the player fighting last and he just won it.
I think it was
2-1.
Lugnuts who capped, but yeah, close enough.
Same thing. Soldiers, you know. Soldier class granary, yeah, it's all
Sorry.
the same.
But I'm on the llama cam, by the way. So talk about him.
True, he takes the pack. Pretty even time with Frydog. Misses his early sticky onto Afro. But he's just trying to walk forward now. He's trying to edge his way through right, trying to deny a bunch of high ground, making space for his team. Zoic does die early, so does Lugnuts. The fabled double soldier bomb into their death corner. Undrex dies as well though, but it looks like the positional advantage has just come out on the side of blue team as they picked off the soldiers early. And it looks like they're just going to start rolling it into second with the player at.
Yeah, they're all really healthy after that mid, so they can start spamming like immediately.
Lev is really deep in. He really wants to get aggressive. Duck is already on high ground. They used Uber really early before Cows even gets. He's just going to kite it, get out, play mid, get some heals up, maybe even wait for Duck to respawn.
This is
And,
gonna be
yeah.
good for allahzilla though, because they're just gonna walk in here.
Yeah, Duck gets his spawn right about now. He should be in the fight in another 5 to 10 seconds, and then they're just going to heal up and bust off that. Be interesting to see if they take it really aggressive and try and kill players, or try and get in for free.
Tragic. Oh,
Yeah,
Of
course.
Lev and Undrex dies behind. Oh, Adden going
And
huge. He
Duck.
just wrecks
Oh my
Duck.
god.
Not enough add 2, maybe too much add 4. Well, Adden dies on behind, and then it's now a 3v4 with 50% Uber out on the side of red.
Brapbarn, they seem to be just like flanking around where possible and trying to get those clean, quick kills. And I feel like that's why allahzilla keep failing their pushes, because they just keep dropping players as they're pushing in.
Yeah, I
So-
notice like a lot that whenever a push comes in, like the red team flank would just kind of demolish the blue team unexpectedly.
Yeah.
And then it just creates a lot of room for the rest of their combo to either get out or to re-enter.
well, they still have ads, so they're taking this in lunchbox at the moment. The blue combo is pretty well safe. But if they can just get second off
Yeah.
of this without having to use, or if they
Red
get the other team
uses
to use,
onto Wait, no, they
no,
just
no.
lost the ad. I was reading the chat room.
close enough.
Yep. Well, Undrex
Undrex
died
does
anyway.
go down. Oh, Llama
Duck
gets a lot of
does get
spam too.
Skowski. Yeah. Oh, Zoa gets stuck though, so it's 3v4.
They're just gonna leave and go back to last, which is probably a safe bet because they are potentially gonna get owned.
Got another stalemate.
I was gonna say they could take this dry, but I think Zoic would have spotted the gun that they've got up, and at this point Duck and Undrex have both spawned, so better just to see if you can get any sacks going in or just get some advantage built up. The problem is that they're pushing Granary last, which is always such a royal POS. Or no, that's not the one. Pain in the... You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Adam dies.
Tragic. Yeah, Granary last is such a difficult map to really take a dry fight in. But I think every team just needs to you know, put on their big boy panties and just take the fight.
We've got Sniper coming out here for Arden.
Why no off classes is better, because they just have to take the fight instead.
Oh, just stop with no off classes. I don't want to hear it till next summer, alright?
Instant Atten's just like, oh my.
Yeah, alright. Two snipers, Lev, Arden. Which one's the better one?
They're both pretty beast, honestly.
They are.
Lev
Arden's
was in the military at one point, so he actually has actual sniper training.
Not sure how relevant that is to the game, but
I mean, you know, I'm just pointing out facts, right?
I've seen a gun once, so I think that means I'm better at TF2.
This is just...
I'll hold my tongue as the American in the room.
Adam's in. He misses his hero shot. And Lugnuts might die for this too. Oh, Duck trades in return though, so... Oh, Lev gets a
Lev!
pick.
No!
No!
He's a beast.
You're not allowed to do that.
It's just cracked.
This is cracked. It is actually cracked.
Maybe Jazz was right about the sniper experience, you know?
Like
Well,
I said,
Zolk's behind though.
I'm just pointing out them facts, bro.
Zolk's behind. He's gonna get a force.
Oh,
He does.
no. Let's go.
Wait, but it's a trade though. It's like a huge trade. Kowski might die. Yeah, he dies to Lev. This is... Lev
ends up
dies though
going
as well.
down, though. There's
This is
still
a
a
pretty
soldier
decent
in
collapse
yard.
on the red.
Big
Oh,
pipes.
Undrex. He gets nothing.
Kowski's feet pick still lives. I don't know.
Everyone's
full
so
HP
low.
here.
Yeah. Frydog could basically lock it out, like, entirely by himself.
They're gonna give it up. That's... I don't know why they did that.
Well, I think
They're gonna go in, actually.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
down
Undrex is
3,
dead.
like just giving it up and backing out to last is the safe chance or the safe bet. But
Oh,
now,
Lugnuts gets a
for
pick onto
Park.
Dark. The gun goes down. Adam does die though. Lugnuts is just playing high ground on 30 HP before he gets arrowed. No.
No. Alright, we're back to square one.
The idea was right. Like, they tried to push while they had a bit of a player ad, but
They weren't
didn't.
aggressive enough.
Yeah, and they didn't have like good enough buffs either to really like fight. They just kind of died, even though like what is it? Wang had ad. Like he didn't. Like he just decided not to play it.
Atten on the spy. Going to mid. What is gonna happen here? He's going for the
on.
medic. Oh
No.
Surely not.
no.
They didn't even. They had no idea. How does he
Adam's
not get a pick?
Mad. Adam is mad.
I would be too.
What the fuck?
Ligma spit. What's Ligma, by the way? Nobody's ever
Can you
explained
not
that to me.
put the... Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Duck gets a pretty nice skill into Lugnuts as he tries to get the force, but Adam
Is anybody
is...
gonna explain it?
No.
We'll explain it after the game.
Alright.
Yeah.
Different,
well,
Maybe
different
in
streaming
interviews.
platform.
5 minutes left. They're trying to make it a 3-0 lead now. I think, no, 3-1. Trying to get Liz's prediction right, and looks like they might. Lev just gets the cap.
Woo! Everyone owes me $5.
Shit.
Still like 5 minutes
Can I
left.
just give you cheap wine? Does that work
Oh,
as well?
dude, apparently so.
Lev remembering the first rule of 6 is PTFP. Play the freaking point. So, well done to the serviceman right there.
I hate TF2.
Whoa.
Wow.
Why are you here?
It's
Sending
just because
you
she
to
has an
Overwatch.
excuse to like be drunk on stream and have people listen to her, I guess.
I'm voting for John.
Oh,
That's what a drunk
Zoe
person
gets
would
a-
say.
Okay, back to the point. We got a game here.
yeah, Zoic got a fat direct onto Afro before he died, but then Adam dies as well. So, not looking too good for the blue team. For the red team, I mean.
Yeah, they're just being really dominant here, and they're pushing straight into second here. They're
Even
really,
Ubers though, so
yeah, even Ubers, but when
There's a
they Uber
chance.
in, I don't know.
oh, Fry Dog does a bunch of damage, gets 2. Andrex is coming in from Z as well, trying to do some fat damage.
Dude, surely they get. Oh no, Llama! They get forced here.
This is a pretty good
So
trade
it
for
goes
Lev.
down behind.
Flashes multis, kills someone.
They're in such
Oh,
bad
Llama
positioning
looks
for this
lost,
post
I
as
feel so
well.
Yeah,
bad.
what is
Yeah.
Lon? He's just sitting there.
Llama's just thinking about life, considering his life choices. What went wrong to get him here?
Mm.
What team can I transfer to?
Which Prem team can I
Surely
roster
there's
right?
another
Yeah.
round.
LFT Llama, it's gonna be in ozfortress tonight, I can see it.
Oh no. It's
Frick.
4-1.
Oh,
You know what? Heebs might actually be more right than Liz.
shit.
Never say that ever.
He might actually be right.
No.
You might actually have to buy him drinks.
Oh.
Oh,
Ew.
If Heebs is right, you're just doomed.
yeah, you just...
I know, that's the end of my TF2 career.
Excuse me.
Round number 6. Fry Dog. Llama. Can we see anything new here?
No!
No! We got a bomb coming in from Zoic.
Look
Nothing
at that
happened.
surf my
Lugnut,
cows!
he's not doing anything.
Cows is dead.
Adam's taken down so many people.
Adam
Cows
just
is
walks
gone.
forward.
That's
Okay,
the
it's
whole
just-
team.
Dude,
No.
Here
this
we
is
go.
the comeback. This is
Is
the
this
comeback.
a reverse sweep? Wait,
Full wipe? They're just
3 rounds, 3 minutes?
very possible.
Yuki's probably
hopefully.
sitting in the stream just like, I've seen this before, man.
Oh no.
PTSD flashbacks.
Wait, he has this game right now. He can't be doing that.
He can't be watched.
Oh,
What
true.
the heck?
Yeah, we'll have to ban him. Oh wait,
Ah.
wrong league, sorry. Oh,
Jeez.
What?
don't worry.
Okay, well they have full Uber ad. This might be the comeback that we asked for. They
Oh,
are
look
pushing
at
it far
that
left.
Buddhist, bro.
They haven't used yet. They killed the gun first.
Kowski
This
got
is
in
really good on them.
really deep before he got pressured in the slightest.
They go
Cows
for the
is gonna
medic,
get
take him
trapped.
down. Yeah.
He's just playing
Surely
the
they're just
point.
they 3 on
Just give
3.
it to them.
Oh my gosh, that was close.
That was a
4-2.
pity point.
Okay,
Okay.
now no one's right.
Now
His
no
isn't
one's right.
It's
No,
good.
no, no, no. If he if
No,
what
no.
is it? No,
Oh, was
if,
it 5-2?
yeah, 5-2, not 4-2,
What?
not 3-2.
No, it's 4-2.
Heebs said
Oh.
5-2. So if
Heebs
Blue gets
might
another
be-
round, Heebs
Oh,
might be
no.
right.
The most correct caster we've ever had.
Heebs might be a prophet.
He might.
Well,
You guys need to stop talking about.
Sorry, the only prophet that's ever existed is Jesus Christ. Thank you very much.
That's
Okay.
not even how Christianity works.
sermons by Jazz midcast as we see Frydog die. Lugnus is dead as well.
Oh my god, that was a huge bomb. It did so much damage.
Duck and Underx are just kind of farming.
They crack and go.
Yeah, well, it looks like Heebs might be right.
So, look,
Well,
what do brapbarn need to work on for week 2? Because they've obviously got some good plays, but they're really struggling with, like, defending.
Anything Uber related ever, because
Yeah.
all their trades or all their times where they run away from Uber just don't end up working.
Yeah,
Hmm.
their post fights are hot garbage.
Yeah, like, you know, you literally can't say any more than that. Their post fights are bad. They're like, even the way they kite is a little bit bad. So,
I feel like they're just kiting, but then the rest of the team, the rest of allahzilla is just like surrounding them. So as soon as it fades, they're just like surrounded on all sides by different enemy players, and it's just there's only so much you can do at that point. Uber comes
they
in.
Uber into the heavy.
Yep.
Kowski cracking and goading, avoiding this Uber.
This heavy.
Sure.
Highlander
It's a
heavy,
6K.
Highlander heavy experience showing off, but he doesn't kill everyone.
That's actually messed up.
Lev on a 5k.
Heebs is right. Oh my gosh.
30 seconds. Oh my god, you're actually gonna have to buy him drinks. That's fucking amazing. He's so right.
Right on the
Holy
sticky
shit.
bomb launcher. Let's go! Or sticky jumper launcher.
I'm gonna call him right
Let's
now.
go!
Just tell him
No,
that
no.
he's just won.
No.
Mid scrim. Well, that is 5-2. Allahzilla taking out week 1 of this matchup.
Frydog, what the fuck type of pipe is that? Oh, wait.
Why is Raylan mod?
I think Raylan casts for us.
That's Prem Raylan to you. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Oh,
I hate everyone here.
looking at the logs though.
Yeah, let me get him in a second.
When it comes up, you guys can't see it. We can though.
I can't even see him.
Duck.
I'm still trying to grab him.
9,000 damage and
Oh damn.
330
Undi.
DPM?
yeah. Who's Undi?
Andrex.
That's
Andrex, of course. 22 and
gosh.
16. I don't cast.
Dude, the kids these days, they don't even know Undrex. Chain Link Millionaire Undrex, by the way.
Liz,
Great-
give me the stats.
Greatest one night cup team
haven't
ever
got
in
them.
existence. There, it's on the screen. I'll post them in the thing.
Oh, thanks. Then I don't have to look for them.
I'm also looking at logs right now, and the scouts
Dude,
on red team kind of
twinsies.
have a poverty game, to say the
Yeah.
least.
I told the scouts to crack and goat, but they didn't.
I think just all of Brapbarn had a pretty poverty game, just full stop. Because just sorting by kills, the first 5 players that have gotten the most kills are all from allahzilla, then Brapbarn, then Cows with 3 kills, and then Wang at the bottom. I think the story of that game is just allahzilla outplayed Brapbarn in every way, shape, form.
I feel like in team fights as well, like red team, what is it, brapbarn, like they wouldn't maybe focus the right players as well, because you can see like they like the weak amount of kills they have, like maybe Llama or Lugnuts would do damage, and then like Kowski or Adam probably wouldn't clean up. It was like most of the kills that they got were just off like individual 1v1s from what I feel like, or just from like players where they went behind and caught people off guard, rather than like a big cohesive effort where like, you know, scouts clean up on a demo's damage, or like the soldiers work off their own distractions and things like that. Felt just like a more coordinated game from Lev and co.
Yeah,
Guys,
So-
I
Frido
thought-
got 4 air shots.
I thought Lev was particularly impressive on both process and granary. I think on granary he was a bit more subdued, but there was always that threat of him just sneaking in behind, going in for some sort of back cap and either getting that either getting the back cap proper or at the very least bringing those players back. So I thought he played very smart. He's very aggressive too as a player, which I think is heavily rewarded with the way the game is played right now. You know, being very scout heavy. I thought Frydog had a really good game. Duck had a really good game throughout the entire series on the night. And I think Brapbarn, in all fairness, they certainly had some really good moments in there, and their last holds on process were either really good, or the pushes from allahzilla maybe not so much. But there's just like maybe just some cohesion issues that they need to work through. But like, you know, they're definitely not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. I just think allahzilla is better on the night.